dark continent? You're telling me there are lands beyond the ice wall with no sunlight.
Listen, don't take my word for it. Take Jonathan Hemington's. I mean, hell, he's the one who streamed it live on the dark web in 2020. Guy worked for a private research institute for aerial engineering. You know, developed these just incredible aircrafts, undetectable from radars, incredible fuel efficiency, allowing for flight durations that could last weeks. Little did anybody know the guy was just obsessed with the idea of these outer lands, the ice wall, and one night he boarded a jet with a Starlink and his streaming equipment and headed directly down to Antarctica. He figured if he streamed right away, he'd be intercepted, so he waited until he was about midway through the continent, and as he started the stream, hundreds of people watched as he literally flew straight over what appeared as an enormous ice barrier. After hours and hours of continuation, passing over several different unidentified landmasses, he stopped on one of them to get a night's rest and continue on the next morning. But during that next day of flight, this was where things had taken a peculiar turn. As the sun eventually went down during flight, he wanted to wait until it came back up to get a safe landing, but as the hours went by, it never did. Eventually, due to fatigue, he was forced to land onto this dark continent, and little did he know this would be his last stop. Listen, this place he was in was nothing like we'd ever seen, okay? The environmental factors clearly showed this land had never been exposed to sunlight, pure darkness, and instead of trees, there were just these rock-textured spires that shot up into the sky. The final moments of the stream showed a horrific encounter that he'd had. As he began explaining, he was seeing some kind of tall figure, something human-like, but strangely different, pale with glowing white eyes. And as he'd called out to it, the camera would fall to the ground moments later. The stream would ultimately end just moments after this being picked up the camera and looked directly into the lens. Jonathan Hemington had not been heard from since. But look, I'm just going to go ahead and say, this is a joke for entertainment only.